Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Lisa, Best Life Lee. Today's the day of my garden party. I'm calling it a garden party just because why not, right? And so it's just a little dinner party, and I am going to be setting up outside. We're gonna eat on the patio and just kind of enjoy a nice summer evening. So we have a couple coming over, and I am in the prep stages. I'm going to make my dessert and get that done about 3 hours or so before my guests arrive. So what I'll do is I'll make my dessert, and then around an hour before my guests are due to arrive, I'll start doing the prep for the food that we're gonna have tonight. So when I invite someone over, I want to do something really special, get something, sort of top of the line if I can. So tonight I got 4 filet mignon steaks, and that was kind of expensive. So, but you want to do something that's really nice and memorable and will taste delicious. So that's kind of a splurge on that end. And what I'm doing is I'm gonna make the filet mignon in the house. We're not gonna cook it on the barbecue or anything. I'm gonna cook it in the oven, sear it on top of the stove, and then just cook it in the oven with a herb butter that is just out of this world. I've made it many times before, and the steak just melts in your mouth. So we're gonna have that, and I'm just gonna make a salad with it. And I have some fresh tomatoes that I just picked off the vine of my own little tomato plants out there on my porch. So it'll be nice and fresh. And then I'm gonna do a charcuterie board for our appetizer. And you don't wanna go overboard with your appetizers, because then people fill up on that and they're not hungry for their meal. So just gonna do a really nice charcuterie board, but it's not gonna be overly full of stuff. And I will show you that. And then I do have some fingerling potatoes that I'm gonna make, and I think I'm just gonna make them in the Instant Pot. I'm either gonna use the air fryer lid, or I'm gonna do it in the Instant Pot. I haven't figured that out yet. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with those potatoes. Because I went a little high end on my meal, I'm gonna make something easy on myself for my dessert, and I'm just doing a mix. This is a peanut butter cookie brownie, and it looks yummy, yummy. Obviously, you want to make sure that no one that's coming to your party has a peanut allergy before you make something like this. But that is what I'm going to be making. So I'm just going to put my brownie batter in my pan. All right, I have my brownie batter, and then I'm going to drop little spoonfuls in 3 rows across my brownie. 3 rows of 3 little spoonfuls. I don't know if this is supposed to be teaspoon or tablespoon. Okay. It's not going to work out to 3 and 3 and 3 because I used a smaller pan, obviously, than they anticipated. So I am just going to kind of push it around and make it so that it fits in there. I'm sure it will be fine. Always make it your own. You don't have to follow it to a T. So I'm just going to pop this in the oven. It says from 27 to 32 minutes. So I'm going to start out with about 29 minutes and see what it looks like. 28 minutes I'll probably start, just to see what it looks like. And you can always tell when your brownies are done when they start to pull away a little bit from the edges of your pan. So that's how I gauge it. I'll come back when I'm ready to start prepping my food for tonight. I'm going to change my clothes and get a little more spruced up for a party. And then, start my charcuterie board and my steaks. And for drinks tonight, I did make my own pink lemonade. This is the most delicious pink lemonade I have ever tasted, and it's from like a little, I don't know if it's like a It's just an herb mix, and it's lavender, hibiscus. It's called Lavender Hibiscus Lemonade. And I picked this up at my little farm stand where I get my corn on the cob. And I've been using this for a couple of, maybe about a month. And it's so easy. It comes with a little tiny muslin little bag, and you fill the bag with the herbs, and the herbs are just loose herbs. I put them in a little baggie, but it's just like loose herbs and hibiscus flowers in here. And then you just steep it, you fill the little muslin bag, and then you just steep it in some boiling water. I do like a cup of boiling water, and you could do a little bit more, but I did about a cup, steeped it in there for about 10 minutes. It comes out like really pink from the hibiscus. And then I do a cup of fresh lemon juice, and I sweeten it with half a cup of simple syrup, which is just half a cup of water, half a cup of sugar brought to a boil. And then you add, I added about 4 cups of water just to give me this 2-quart pitcher. So we'll have this homemade pink lemonade tonight. I also have wine to have, we can also have a glass of wine. But if someone doesn't want to drink, they can have this homemade lemonade. Just wanted to show you what I had on, what I changed into. This is just something that's going to be, I want it to look like I put some effort in, but I want to be very, very casual, very relaxed. This is a Lori Goldstein logo, a logo dress, and it's just so comfy. But it does look like I put a little effort into getting ready for tonight's party. All right, guys, so I'm ready to start doing my charcuterie board. I am gonna make my potatoes in my Instant Pot, but they're only gonna take about 12 minutes to cook, so that's gonna be right at the end of my food prep. And I'm gonna be using some of my fresh thyme in my potatoes and some garlic. They're just going to be like garlic roasted, almost like a roasted potato, but they're going to be made in the Instant Pot. They're going to be very quick. So I'm going to start my charcuterie board. So I have just this very nice big cutting board that I don't use to cut anything, because it definitely would get all like marked up and, wouldn't be as nice. So what I'm going to do is I have some rosemary from my herb garden that I'm just going to kind of place on the board just to give it a little, like a little decoration. And so for my charcuterie board, so you want to do some cheese, some meat, some sweet So what I usually do is, or some nuts too, I usually will put grapes as my fruit and my something sweet. But I also have like a fig spread that it's in such a cute little pretty jar. I just picked this up at the grocery store. I'm just gonna keep it in the little jar on the charcuterie board. And I will use some crackers. I bought 2 different kinds of crackers. If you haven't tried these Carr's whole wheat crackers, you definitely should give them a try on your next charcuterie. They're excellent with a soft cheese. It almost tastes like a cookie. I use the garlic and herbs soft cheese. This is Boursin. And I use Cabot regular hard cheese that is this upside down that I will slice up, and I have some Townhouse crackers that are cracked pepper, I think, black pepper. So these will be good with the hard cheese. I have, a lot of people use like the green olives or like a, you know, a sort of a specialty gourmet olive. I love a black olive, that's what I like to eat. So I will just put some black olives on there. And then I have this little bit of an Italian herb dried sausage. This just came from the grocery store. I'll just slice this up. Again, you don't want to go overboard because you don't want people to fill up on their appetizer. And then I'm going to, I love pistachios. I don't want to have people have to shell their pistachios, so I got the shelled pistachio nuts. So I'm just going to place everything on the board and I'll show you what I'm doing, and then my appetizer will be done. So my charcuterie board is done, and you can see that I have some cute little, this is heavy, some cute little knives, spreaders for my fig, and I also have bread that I'm gonna cut up. I couldn't fit the bread on there, but I'm gonna put the bread to the side. Yeah, so I think it came out absolutely gorgeous, and I love the rosemary on there, and I think I'll put a couple of little more grapes on top of the grapes that I already have there. But so I am going to start my steak. The steaks that I bought are these are beef tenderloin steak filet mignon, and I got 4 of them. And yeah, they were pretty expensive, but like I said, I want to do some really nice steaks that are going to be really good and yummy and delicious and melt in your mouth. So I have a recipe that I'm just going to make an herb butter, and then I'm going to brown them in a skillet that I can put into the oven, and then I will cook them to medium rare, about 150 degrees, 145, 150, and they will just come out so delicious. So I'm gonna do that, and then I will show you when I'm putting my potatoes in. I might not be able to show you because if my guests are here, I'm not going to be filming, and they should be arriving in about 45 minutes. But all I'm gonna do is I have these fingerling potatoes, the ones that are like purple and tiny little ones and some small red ones, and I'm just going to slice them or cut them in half. And all you do is you use chicken broth. You put 1.5 cups of chicken broth, some butter, some salt, some garlic powder, and then thyme. I'm using, like I said, my fresh thyme, and then I'll take it off the stem, and then you just cook it in your Instant Pot. And when it's done, they only take 2 minutes, but it takes 10 minutes to heat your Instant Pot. Then you just take them out, and you take out you drain the broth, and then you mix it with some more butter and some more salt and pepper, and they're like roasted potatoes. They're gonna be delicious to go with my steak. And I will take a picture of the tablescape, and I will show you what that looks like. And so you'll be able to see that and how that sort of all comes together. And I will take a picture of my plate and stuff like that to see, so you can see it at the end of the video. But hopefully you got some inspiration from my little prep of what I'm doing tonight with my little garden party. I'm looking so forward to sitting down, just being with friends, having a nice evening of you know, good food and good friends. So thanks for watching, guys. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. I hope that you will consider subscribing. I hope that you will hit that like button, and I hope that you will come back. So take care, everybody. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. I just wanted to pop back on and let you know how the night went. I completely forgot to take a picture of the steak and our plates when everything came out, because I was just wrapped up in getting everybody their food, and I never ended up taking a picture. But the potatoes were so delicious, and the steak came out fabulous, and the salad was great. Everything was great. The brownies were delicious. The company was great, and we had a really great time. So I just wanted to let you know that the food came out good, even though there isn't a picture of it. But Anyway, guys, wrapping up this night, so I'm ready for bed. Take care, everybody.